All right, finishing up with that Pixar theme, we have The Incredibles, a good movie, and I want you to think about what you're doing as incredible. And a lot of people, they take for granted the things they do, something like a workout like this. If you happen to get it in, that's more than a lot of people do, so really give yourself a high five, give yourself a pat on the back, and never take for granted the things that you do to keep yourself healthy. What we're looking for here again is those 5 rounds. We've got that built-in 20-second recovery period, but we still have that 40-second working period. Our movement today, we do have an extra one. We're looking for a split lunge on the right side, mountain climbers, split lunge on the left side, some more mountain climbers, some bicep curls, some bicycle crunches, and we're gonna wrap it up with some lemon squeezers. So it's gonna be a little bit of a longer workout here, but again, you're incredible, you can do this, and I want you to try to challenge yourself in this one by getting through all 5 rounds. So let's jump into that first movement. All right, first movement, we have that split squat on the right side, or split lunge. We've got that right foot forward, left foot back. Remember that left foot, we're just kind of lightly on the ball of the foot. That's our balancing leg, really there for stability. We want most of the weight in that right leg, pushing through that right heel specifically. Now, notice as Caitlin lowers the knee down, she's kind of leaning over that front leg. Not only is that going to help keep the tension out of both knees, but it's going to help really target that right glute, those right quadriceps, and that right hamstrings as well. So really helping to make sure we're working the right leg as opposed to really putting strain on the back leg and the knees. So that's going to be our goal with this movement. So push through that right heel, squeeze that right glute, and then we're going to get into some good old-fashioned mountain climbers. All right, so setting up for mountain climbers. We want you to set up just like a push-up. So your shoulders are over your hands. We're gonna go pop up to those toes. Keep your abs tight, and then we're gonna get that nice knee drive up towards your chest, alternating each time. So the faster you go here, again, the higher your heart rate's gonna get, as I'm sure you know. Again, you might feel a little bit more fatigue in those later rounds, but try to keep a nice consistent pace here. Try to keep that heart rate high. That's going to be really impactful with that metabolism, which is again is our really big goal for us. So try to keep those feet moving, keep those knees driving, and try not to let those hips sag here. That's an important part to keep in mind. Those hips, notice Caitlin's hips never really fall. They're staying where they are, and that knee drive is going to be that impactful element there. All right, because we don't want to leave that left leg out, we're going to get that split squat or split lunge on that left side now. So we've got that right foot back, again on the ball of the foot, and the toes there. Again, that's our balancing leg, so we're not putting too much weight there, and we're keeping most of that weight in that left heel. So as we lower that back leg down towards the knee there to the ground, what we're doing is leaning over that front leg a little bit. You can use weights with ease as well. Just as Caitlin is here, if you have any dumbbells, kettlebells, or anything you want to hold to add some resistance, or if you just want to get a little more comfortable with it, you can hold on to something to add a little bit more stability and work through that basic range of motion without added resistance. Either way, it's going to be super effective as long as you work through those talking points we discussed in that first set of that split squat. And just because I know your heart rate's coming down a little bit, we want to get it up a little bit again. So we're working into those mountain climbers one more time in this round. So up in that push-up position, shoulders are right over those wrists, and we've got that nice alternating knee drive there. So keep in mind too, as you do drive that knee up, you are actually engaging your abdominals. So that's an important thing to consider as you're going through this movement. So if you can kind of squeeze them even harder, that's going to incorporate those abdominals even more. Again, as always, when you do that, it is going to keep that back safer as well. So it's a good habit to get into. So again, try to keep that nice consistent pace. Try not to let your pace slow, and keep those hips right where they are so that they're not dropping with each knee drive. All right, and a nice simple movement here. We're just gonna get into a dumbbell bicep curl. So if you have dumbbells, again, go ahead and grab them. If not, again, gallon jugs, soup cans, whatever you have will work. So we've got that nice upright posture here. Feet are underneath your shoulders, just a soft bend of those knees. So that's gonna help alleviate some of that sway you get as you curl. We're gonna try to go at the same time with these bicep curls if we can. If your dumbbells happen to be a little bit heavy, then you can always alternate to give each one a little rest in between. But either way, we're making sure that those elbows, just as Caitlin is going through here, those elbows are glued to her side. They never deviate away from her side. That's going to keep that line of pull right in those biceps. And an extra special thing to consider here, just as I always talk about, keep your shoulders pulled back, right? You want to reinforce that good posture always, especially when you're holding weights. They're going to want to pull your shoulders forward, so you got to work a little extra hard to keep your shoulders back. All right, and we're going to work those abs next into a bicycle crunch. So hands are going to lightly support your head, elbows are going to stay nice and wide, and that's going to be that supportive element just for your head and neck. So our goal here is to make sure those elbows aren't flapping in. Start with your knees stacked over your hips, and then we're going to kick one leg out and drive the other knee up towards your chest. As we do that, we're bringing that shoulder across towards the knee that's coming towards you, right? So we're alternating each time one leg drives out, the other knee pulls in as we crunch across towards that knee driving up towards your chest. So keeping those elbows wide, keeping that knee pulled up and that other leg extended, that's going to incorporate your abdominals, your obliques, and you're going to get a good amount of lower back stability with this as well. All right, and to wrap up the round, we're gonna do some little more ab work here. We're gonna hit up some lemon squeezers. So lemon squeezers, we've got your hands behind you to support yourself as you get set up. They're gonna stay there, and they're gonna allow you to kind of crunch up as your knees drive up towards your chest. So notice Caitlin's legs are staying elevated. She's gonna extend them out as she leans back, and then she's gonna tuck up into that crunch as her knees pull up towards her chest. So this is where, again, this is prescribed lemon squeezers. If you need to, you can always go with one heel down to help get a little bit of stability and a little bit of tension away from your lower back, or you can start with both heels down and then pull your knees up off the ground to give yourself a little reprieve with each repetition. So either way, we're crunching up and squeezing hard into those abdominals, and that'll help make sure you're really getting into those abdominal squeezes there. So that is one round. Again, we've got 4 more to go for a total of 5. Be sure to post that sweaty selfie so we can see all that hard work. And just as I said at the beginning here, you're incredible for doing this workout. No matter what you get out of it, you got something done. And I don't care if you got 1 round or 5 rounds down, I want you to be proud of yourself. And head up, post in this Facebook group to let us know exactly what you got out of this and what you thought of the workout. Any questions as well, let us know, and we're here for you. So can't wait to see you in the studio, hopefully soon, and we will see you in the next workout.